Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So we have a little special one. I'm here with your boy.
Dark Pixel.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna be talking about just a lot, just the seventh anniversary in general, the leaks, possible ultra for part one, like Gogeta. Are the leaks fake, and just some other stuff. So we're just gonna go through Twitter, and we're just gonna have we're just gonna be talking. We're literally just talking. You guys are just here for the ride. So let's get started. What is the first thing you want to talk about?
Um, the first thing I want to talk about is what this means. Does this ruin the hype of part one of the seventh anniversary? Does this make the seventh anniversary less hype than it was before? Before this, we were all expecting this to be the hypest celebration we've ever had. If you guys remember back to the sixth anniversary, when they revealed that they were going to do this massive update, we had no clue what that was in store, but they said that the seventh anniversary was going to be the biggest celebration in the game's history. With this leak, I don't know if it's living up to the hype that they were telling us that they were going to give us.
Yeah, I absolutely 100% agree. This really, honestly, for me and a lot of people in the community, this just killed the seventh anniversary hype as a whole. And the only way they could fix this, even if the kits are like obviously broken and have new mechanics, is these characters need to be fake. Like they need to again. There's been talk in the community that the leaks are fake with reused assets from like Go Frieza and stuff
I have
like
something to
that.
say about this too. With like the reuse and like the reskin like rumors. Actually, I do believe it to be true. I'm on the side that this is going to be a fake out. This could be the hypest reveal we ever had. If we're going into this expecting, oh, it's just what they showed us on Twitter, and it's not. That builds up the hype even more to if we had no clue what was in store. The reason behind this is if you look in the animations, there's so many things you can break down. For one, the MUI Goku's green card literally looks the same thing as base form Goku and Go Frieza on Goku's side when he does the green card and brings his fist down. It's literally the same thing. With his blue card or whatever ability that MUI Goku's doing, you guys can see here that little flip kick that he does and kicks Jiren down. That is a copy of what Turles does in his ultimate before he brings out like that iconic like ultimate like purple beam that shatters you down. I don't know exactly which frame it is, but if maybe we could show it to you like when we're editing it and shit. But yeah, I think that everything that they're showing here is something existing in this game already, and they're just gonna fake us out and bring something completely different that we're not expecting.
Yeah, I agree. So we also have to talk about another thing that they even we have to talk about the possibility of this being true. If this is true and these characters are dropping as is, like we're talking about strictly in the trailer, if they have different animations and this was just a maybe another scenario, these are the two characters that are releasing for part one, and they're just a fake trailer. Maybe not like as a sense that they're not releasing these characters, but as they're just gonna have different animations in their kit. But if, we have to talk about this. If these are the actual characters we're getting with these animations that we've been shown so far, this is going to be probably the most disappointing anniversary ever. As they're literally they just completely. This is Dragon Ball Legends 2. This is Dragon Ball Legends 2.0, and this is the seventh anniversary they've been hyping for a whole year since the sixth, even before the sixth anniversary. I think they started talking about it during the sixth anniversary. Yeah, this
Mhm.
is just gonna be super disappointing if this is literally.
Quoting to Virgil, when he broke down like all this, he had mentioned that if this is what we're getting, why is Sparking Tambourine getting a new model, new animations, new art, and then we get LF anniversary headlining units that are reusing animations that we already have in the game?
Yeah, Tambourine got new art. Another thing I want to talk about is the actual art. So it's apparent these are drawn by two different people. If you can just see the shading on Vegeta is so much more different than the shading on on Goku, and just the way they're drawn, like the shading when they're transformed, like the contrast is just super, just like I don't know what they did. It looks like it's just like got brushed with like water paint, and then Goku looks a lot more like fleshed out. Um, yeah, it just looks like if they were
I
a tag
actually
unit.
think the transformed variants of these actually they kind of do look like they could be a tag unit. I mean, the way that they're standing, if you look at this, they're kind of standing like almost in like an arrow kind of dynamic. They look like they're standing like almost like in a V shape. But that one, the pre-transforming, there's no way.
Yeah, no, the pre-transforming looks pretty chopped. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. So this trailer, well, I'll link his Twitter in the description. This is a beautiful. This is just honestly, guys. This is just fan made. But if we get this tag unit right here with Gogeta, I think we're gonna be eating well for the anniversary. I think like Gogeta is gonna be the savior of the 7th anniversary.
Right.
The reason I bring this up is because this right here looks just like Gogeta from
Okay.
Fusion Reborn.
With that, there's also something that Virgil mentioned too. That color scheme, yeah, this photo right here, it can also represent, the like the AoE like Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta Final Explosion. That coloring also kind of looks similar to Vegeta's Final Explosion attack. But yes, I am hoping that this is hinting towards a Super Gogeta.
Yeah, to piggyback off the final explosion, yes, but that was also kind of they just low key show that for like a nanosecond. I don't think it's like significant, but it's definitely
Yeah.
possible. Another thing we should talk about is this right
This was
here.
the thing I was really wanting to. This is what happens, I think, with the animations that we're going to get. This ability might save the character. The reason why is this ability we've never seen in the game before. You being able to focus on a specific character in the tag unit, this basically makes a four character in one. A four characters in like one unit, if you guys get what I'm trying to say here. It's like you get the pre-transforming of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Omen UI Goku, and then you get to during that as the game progresses, you get to pick which unit you want to transform, and then after that, you build up the other one. This is literally a four characters in one unit. If this is what actually happens, this will be huge.
Yeah, we also have to talk about the gameplay side. This is game breaking. Being able to have multiple full heals, multiple kits in a game, let's just say like Goku does super well against super tanky units like Turles, or Vegeta does really well against units who cancel buff effects. You like that
One
just
of them could be like
completely
very good against like paralysis or like any debuffs. Like it could be so much.
this just changes the game completely, and this is really true. Then probably it's not gonna be like I know this is I'm pretty sure this is fan made, but if it's anything similar to this, like just give us like if this really is a tag unit, just give us something even remotely like this. Um,
But little snippet of these characters. A Legends information is usually around 25 to 30 minutes long. If this is what they're showing us, and this is like the clip that we have, there has to be more. There's no way we're just getting these two units.
yeah, I agree. Also, let's talk about the format. So, we uploaded our prediction video the other day. Let's just talk about this. So, I think we kind of come to agreement, not like fully like confirmed on this, but I think we're just kind of leaning towards now a possible double LF and an Ultra Part 1, with maybe even one of the LFs being on the Ultra banner.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
Mm-hmm.
feel about that?
So that's what I was thinking too. And I agree with that 100%. I think that's most likely scenario. And no, this is just copium. I don't actually think this is what's going to happen. But the other thing I was thinking is, what if these two characters aren't LFs? What if we get a double Ultra banner? If that's the case and they're transforming Ultras, that could be game breaking in its own right. We've never had a double Ultra banner in the game's history, and we're going into 7 years without that happening. That could be hype enough.
Yeah, I agree. Double Ultra would be crazy. And if we still get an Ultra for part 3, and we still get the crazy LFs, yeah. The thing, the big crazy thing, even if we get a double Ultra banner or an Ultra banner for part 1, or if we just get multiple Ultras, the
Mhm.
characters have to be the most game breaking, like how I worded this to Dark. They need to be like a trillion times better than the tag mechanic to even like it. Like they need like we're talking about double fusing characters mid game. They're trying to beat. Like MUI
Yeah,
as by himself is not beating that. I'm sorry. Like MUI is so dope and hype, but they just killed. First of all, they killed the hype. Like it's just so disappointing. And like, dude, that like I don't care how much you can glaze MUI Goku. He's not beating two fusing characters,
right. And
Vegito
and
and Gogeta.
and also the thing that I was also thinking, right, is if we do end up getting the route of an LF banner, another LF banner, and then an Ultra banner for part 3. I mean, sorry, if we only end up getting those two LF banners for part 3, the Ultra banner has to, and I mean has to have other Ultras on the banner. It has to.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe just like even if it doesn't have another Ultra, change the format. Give us some pity coins. Give us something better rates or literally anything. Also, like another thing we can talk about this. Every single UI Goku, except for maybe Rev UI Goku. He didn't get fully leaked. His green card got leaked, which is kind of what they're doing right now. Just kind of like reminiscing on the Rev UI leak. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is definitely intentional. There's
The,
no
the
way.
fifth time, the slinking the fifth time. Sorry for interrupting, by the way, but the um the thing that I was thinking of is like that fifth time. There's no way that they're doing this on accident, for one, but two, there's no way that they're leaving it at this, man. There either has to be something about them that's crazy broken, or this is just straight up a false leak.
Yeah, I agree. Like, there's no way a multi-million, probably billion-dollar. Oh no, it is billion-dollar Bandai. I'm just
Yeah,
talking about
Bandai Namco.
just straight from the profits of Legends, $1 million company. There's no way for 5 days straight you don't know. Hey guys, we just uploaded the characters on accident. Hold up, for 5 days straight, no one's checking our Twitter.
Yeah, the video was
What the hell?
scheduled for video was scheduled for that Tuesday, excuse me. And before that, it was privated for 5 days. There's no way that they do that on accident and have it that it could release on accident. For the reason of is that it was privated for 5 days and then it was scheduled for release at a certain time and open to the public. Then as soon as somebody saw it, they took the post down. There's no way that they do that on accident. That has to be on purpose.
Yeah, that's definitely intentional. Like, there's just no way that's not intentional. Also, let's just talk about some other news. Can we talk about the Zenny cap? This is a big like I'm like being so genuine because this changes the game.
Hmm.
If you guys have played Legends in the last year, you guys know how annoying equipments have been. This just makes it like right now, like it's like when it hits the anniversary, you guys better be farming those equipments. You better be skip ticketing because they increased the gold bar count to 1,000 and they increased the soul cap to 500,000. Um, this pretty much buffs equipments, and I hope they do some more quality of life changes for the anniversary, like increasing
We
slot
we
removers.
need we need a buff to maxed out Zenny.
Yeah,
Um,
9 billion is crazy. Like, are you serious, dude? I go through like 9 billion, like upgrading one equipment. Like,
yeah, like Goresh, he's like the biggest example you could say this. Goresh said back when Godku released, and they released that Gold Awakened equipment and those like two unique equips and that co-op equip. He said it took him like 100 billion Zenny to get all those equipments to Godly for total Zenny, and we need at least like in the trillions, maybe even quadrillions, for max capped Zenny. Like at this point, it's getting to be a struggle. Like you're being limited on how many resources you can have, and I don't think that's an okay thing to be doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. As someone like me who I hoard, like I have like 800 art scores. Like I've been preparing, or art seeds. I've been preparing for the seventh anniversary. I'm gonna be arts boosting every single character I get to 99 plus. I have literally every weekend I use like 5,000 energy to stock up gold bars. Like I know it's like more of an issue right now, but like it wasn't like the slot remover issue wasn't a problem because we usually had raids. But also another thing they need to change, the CC cap, dude. What the hell? What the
Yeah,
hell?
20k CC cap.
Yeah, it
But
got.
but Goresh was also talking about this. There has to be a marketing reason why. There has to be like a legal issue or something to do with how the game and the company works to why they can't up the CC account from 20k to above.
I just don't. I just don't get it because like other gotcha games, like in the same like genre, like Genshin or Wuthering Waves, or literally any other mobile like the One Piece game, the Bleach game, they I'm pretty sure most of those games don't have a cap on how much you
Yeah,
can.
but don't they have different variants of like that, like summoning like currency? Don't they have like a free version of the currency, and then they have the paid currency?
Yeah, so the a lot the reason for that is just the laws in China. But I'm pretty sure Legends is based out of Japan. So I
So
think
I'm
the
thinking
laws
the
are more
reason why is
flexible.
because since they don't have like the paid variant of the CC, maybe that's why they have to have a cap on it.
I guess. I mean, I guess like for Fortnite is like like 200. I hate to say Fortnite, but the cap is 200k. But realistically, no regular person is gonna have 200,000 CC or like 200,000 V bucks. But like I think I mean like even if you ignore the law, like maybe there is a law, but it's just strategic. It's just a good idea to make
Hmm.
money, but it's not a good idea to keep the player base capped. Like for me, I summoned on the limit break banner last week. Um, for I got what 800 Z power for 3k CC, or
Hmm.
three, which is a good deal. But I only did that because I was CC capped. And I'm again literally 1 week later. Guess what? I am CC capped already again. I was at 16k last week, and now I'm at 20k again. Like
Right.
like I literally got 4K CC in 1 week. So, like something just like the game is. I know there's probably gonna
I
be
do think
another
it's an
update.
issue. It's the issue at this point. I think it's like a thing that they can't control.
Yeah, probably. Also, like I guess it honestly, I guess the CC cap doesn't matter for most of the year because I guess for like what we get like half of the year is for celebrations and the other half is for like campaigns. So I guess like if you're saving for annual Legends Fest, I guess it makes sense to have a better CC cap. But throughout the year when you're summoning on normal LFs, you're probably not going to be CC cap most of the time. Like I haven't been
Hmm.
CC cap since Legends Festival, and I went all out on Vegeta Blue. So yeah, um, what were your thoughts on so far?
Um, I do think that at this point, again, and I've said it already, but like, there's no way in hell that if we get this for part one, there's no way in hell that this is what we're getting. There's no way in hell we're getting reskin models. There's no way in hell we're getting reskinned animations. There's no way in hell that this is the only thing that we're getting for part one.
Okay, so also another thing is this might be a like a blessing in disguise. If these are actually the characters we're going to be getting, and maybe the dev like some like one of the devs or just had someone there If they leaked these characters on purpose, and if these are actually the kits they were gonna release to us, it's low-key smart to kind of test the waters a bit. Because if these were the characters we actually got for the Legends reveal, dude, I would have literally uninstalled Legends right there. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I actually would have uninstalled Legends. So, and they also work on the kits until the day of release. For the like, they're fine tuning. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Legends or even reads their kits or even like. I swear to God, they do not test their kits. There's no way the Diamond team should have been approved. I don't think Majin Ku should have been approved.
I don't
Um,
think Majin Vegeta should have been approved.
no, I don't like. I don't even think Super Saiyan 2 Gohan should not have been in the game. Again, this
But
could be a blessing. So you never know.
yeah, and I agree with that 100%. Maybe that they do use this to their advantage and see how the community feels about it. And if not, they have time to do emergency fixes and improve the character. And I do agree with that. Like like this could be actually something that they needed to know because maybe they felt a little iffy about what they were gonna give us. So they just wanted some insight.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that's the end of the video. What do you think about just leaks as a whole? Like, what's your final
The
opinion?
leak itself, I'm not happy about it at all. As a content creator, me and you both know this. We're on the same point. Dugo, Virgil, Goresh, and Dakuba, like all these big content creators
Dumasu,
and
yeah.
a small ones, the hype of the anniversary. And I'm not happy with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not happy either. Again, they better cook, and if these better be fake, even if they're not fake, they just need to do something crazy. With Emulai Goku and SSB EVG. But anyways, I just want to give a special shout out to Dark again. I've really like we had so much fun in the last two videos, like the wish list and the predictions. So I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
we're just gonna hop on another video. And we
And
might,
you guys
yeah,
got to get ready, bro. We're gonna do a dual reaction and we're gonna do a
dual
dual summon.
summons.
So,
Yes, sir. Dual summons. Anyways, it's been your boy Darts.
and it's about Dark Pixel. We're out. Peace.